guys, welcome back. So you all have guessed from the title already that we are prepping for the new year for 2025, and I thought that of course like last year, this year also I'll just like show you all what I'm doing, what are the things that I'm taking care of before we enter 2025. And if you all want to see how you all can prep for the coming year, then please stay till the end and watch everything that I'll be doing. So I'll tell you all what exactly will we be doing in the video ahead. So we'll start with some cleaning, we'll do some digital decluttering, we'll do some physical decluttering, and then we're gonna move on to reflecting on 2024. We're gonna do some Notion setup, we're gonna set our goals, we're gonna set our intentions for the year. There's gonna be a vision board obviously, and don't get overwhelmed. I know this might sound like a lot of things. It's fine, you can do whatever works out for you. I'm telling you all, at the end of the day, no matter how many videos you see, you do what feels best to you. You do something that you can do and that works best for you. These are just some things that I like to do for myself. Now you want to start with cleaning your space first, and I have been spending a lot of time cleaning my apartment, and it's a never ending procedure, at least for me, because you all know I want to do my makeover. So there are a lot of things that are just here and there which I cannot touch right now, because if I touch them, if I start cleaning them, then I'll have to get into a lot of other things, and I don't think I have time for me right now. But I've taken care of my room, and I've also done like a lot of decluttering. I've made sure that I have piles for donation. I think end of the year, every year, I like to donate a lot of my clothes, a lot of my stuff. I've organized so many giveaways, I've given so many products to my friends and families. So like that, I think I have done my fair share of decluttering, and you should do that too. And right now we're gonna do digital decluttering, which basically means you need to clear out those random videos, those random screenshots and images. You need to make sure that your laptop is also organized. There are folders, there are cute little things happening. So all of that we're gonna do right now. My laptop is new, so I don't think I want to touch that, because there's barely anything that's in this laptop as of now. It's already pretty organized. I am low-key embarrassed right now. My phone has 80,000 plus items, and then we have around 6,655 videos. Dude, this is a mess. No wonder why my phone is lagging every 2 seconds. I think I need to get rid of a lot of stuff. So let's get on to it. This is some real work. I'm also gonna delete like a lot of apps that I'm not using and all of that. But let's get on to it. I underestimated this whole decluttering process because my back hurts. Firstly, I need to not sit on my bed, and secondly, I'm hungry, so I've called for like a salad, and I'm gonna have this take a break, because as of now I think I've deleted 5,000 items, which is progress, not gonna lie. But yeah, right now I think I'll take like a quickie break. Proud of myself because I have deleted more than 100 notes. I have deleted 8,000 plus images and videos from my phone, and I think I've deleted a lot of apps, I've deleted a lot of emails. Dude, I actually did a good job, and before I do anything else, I need to remove my makeup and freshen up a little. My room feels so cozy and I feel so comfy. But anyways, before we talk about planning for 2025 and all of that, I feel it's really important that we look back on this year and review it, reflect on it, and it's a very important step where we are at basically. That's how you'll find out. So I have a few journaling prompts. There was this a creator called Neka. Yeah, she posted them and I really like them. So I'm just gonna follow these through and I'm gonna just see what exactly are the questions that relate to me, and I'm just gonna fill them out and I'll share the screenshot with you. You can like refer to them, and that's exactly what we are gonna do before we actually get into the planning zone for 2025. So basically these are all the prompts and she has actually stated them very nicely. So I'm just gonna see what all I want to fill. Guess what day is it? It's a vision board day, and you all know we take that very seriously here. And let me show you all my setup, because first things first, you need to make sure that when you're making your vision board, you're on the same frequency as your visions, as your manifestations. And I feel like for that you need to make sure you're romanticizing the whole process to the core. Like you need to make sure everything around you when you're making your vision board makes you feel good, makes you feel nice, makes you feel like you're on the same frequency as your visions. And yeah, like I said, let me just show you all quickly what setup I have done for myself. So here I have all my printouts, a few stickers, we have some scissors, a Fevicol of course, and then right here I have my bed table on which I've just lit up like a candle. And I have also played this like manifestation frequency kind of a playlist. It's on Spotify, I'll link it for you all. And yeah, now we're gonna get to some real work. This is my vision board from last year and I'm using the same one. I got this from IKEA. I'm just gonna remove these images and then we're gonna stick my new ones. Now you guys had some questions on Instagram. I'm answering them here. Firstly, how do you bring your vision board to life? You work for it, right? Everything that you have put on your vision board, you make sure that now you're taking actions in order to make sure that everything that you have put comes to life. So you work towards it. You strategically design your goals in a manner that makes your visions come to life. It doesn't matter if it's a physical vision board or a digital one. If you live with your family or if you live with someone you don't want them to see your vision board, it's okay. Just maybe put it on your phone, just make it private, make it as a secret board on Pinterest, and overall just make sure that whatever you're putting on your vision board is very personal to you and how you want to feel. Put a lot of quotes, put a lot of affirmations, and make sure that you're rechecking and revisiting your board. If you want to edit it sometime, that's also okay. And yeah, this is how my vision board is looking like. I've kept a few things private. I hope you all understand that. Now comes the fun part. Firstly, if you don't know what Notion is, please pause right now. Go on YouTube, go on Google, please search it up and just learn a little about it. And if you already know, great, because it has been a life-changing app, and trust me, it's like the best app for organizing, planning, for all things. Like if you're like me, you want things planned and organized, and if you want things segregated, Notion is the app for you. Every year I make like a new Notion board for the new year, and we have this one right here which says 2025. By the way, I made this image myself. Like I made this collage thingy on Canva. Also, just a disclaimer, all the images are from Pinterest obviously. And now I'm gonna give you like a quick brief Notion tour because I'm really proud of her. I've been working on this board for a while now. It's been like a few days. You cannot make the whole thing in one go. If you can, you have a superpower. I cannot. So I had to give it like at least 2 to 3 days, and even right now it's a work in progress, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to complete it by 1st of January. But anyways, firstly we have my cover image, which like I said, I made on Canva. All these images I took and then I just wrote like 2025, and then here I just have my name and then like a little quote, dream big and work hard. That's my motto for the year. And then below I have like these 3 columns which I've divided into like lifestyle, life planner and work. So in lifestyle, I have like three boards. First one has my goals in it, second one is like a wish list board, and third is like a letter to 2025. So this particular segment we're gonna come back to later in the video. And then the life planner is basically just a calendar view where I just want to use this to write down, okay, what day I'm doing what exactly, not like a daily plan but like an overall important events, birthdays, going out, that kind of a vibe. And then for work we have like one page which is just for like ideas. It's like a dump page of ideas. And then I have like an Instagram board and then a YouTube board. I'll add like a few more work related pages here and there. And then below we have just like a basic to-do task list, and then below we just have like this quote and then like a podcast section. You can literally like go on YouTube and search it up how to add these things. Like a basic thing is you do like a slash, like let's say you want to add an image, so you type image. Let's say you want to add a link, so you just like write down link. If you want to embed any link, then you just write embed. And then below that I have like a quick reminders kind of a list where I've written down a few things that I want to be reminded of at all times. So we have like drink water, take supplements, fix your posture, and breathe. And then here I have my dashboard. So the first one is health. I'm not entered anything as of yet. We're going to do that later in the video again. And the next one is for my routines, my morning routine, my evening routine, my self-care routine, my Sunday routine. All the routines go up there. And then a page for finance where we do like financial planning, because we are big girlies and we should know how to take care of our money. And then the next one is for travel, because I love making these Notion boards when I'm traveling. So there's a dedicated section for travel. And then there's this one which is for journaling, just in case I'm not in mood to write, so I need like a space where I can just type in my thoughts. And the last one is just basic observations, because this year I will be prioritizing observing things and noticing things and being curious and learning new skills, learning about new topics. So I want like a separate space where I can write down my observation, my learning, my thoughts, and all of that. As of now, this is everything I've done to my Notion board. I will be again adding a few more things here and there, but this is like a basic structure which I'm really proud of. I made it from scratch by myself, and that was like a quick thing that I wanted to show you all, because I feel like Notion is so important, and especially when it's new year, you want to make sure, right, that things are in place, and this helps with that. I wish Notion was the sponsor for this video. It's not, but hopefully Notion will sponsor my videos soon. That will be like a dream for me. But anyways, that's like a quick Notion tour for you all. Okay, now we go back to our goals section, and I'll quickly take you all through how I have done my goal setting for this year. And I'll also give you all like a few tips that will really help you if you genuinely wanna do like a proper goal setting for 2025. So I've made like this whole board which is just dedicated to my goals, and when you go there, the first thing that I've done is I have like my top 5 goals for 2025 which I've stated down, which are like non-negotiables, and everything else is like a bonus for me. But these 5 goals are truly like very important for the coming year. And then below that I have my yearly goals, which I've divided in 4 categories. So first is social, then we have finance, then we have work, and then we have lifestyle and mindset. And then I've just written down all the goals under each category. So it's really important that you also segregate your goals in categories for your own sanity. And also make sure when you're writing these goals, you're attaching an action to it. I always say this. And make sure your goals are not too unrealistic. Like if you are at like 0 followers right now and your goal is like 1 million, that's unrealistic. So make sure that like you are having these achievable kind of goals and you're attaching action towards that goal. So if my goal is that I really want to have abs, so my action would be that I'm going to Pilates 3 times a week, I'm doing strength training 3 times a week. If my goal is that I want to have like a very nice glowing skin, so my action would be that I'm properly following my nighttime and my morning skincare routine, I'm eating clean, and I'm avoiding sugar and processed food and all of that. So you get my point, right? Achievable goals and an action attached to it. And yeah, that's how I've done my yearly goals. Now you also want to make sure that you are not just writing your goals as is, you are dividing them. So like first is, you know, my non-negotiable, then next is my yearly goals, and third thing that I've done is that I have these like columns which says Jan to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. So I have further divided things down on like, you know, quarterly basis. So like when the year ends, I'm not like, oh my god, I did not do anything. There has to be like a checkpoint. For me, that would be like a quarterly checkpoint. So you all can see it's written Pilates 3 times a week, 10k steps every day, junk food only on weekends. So again, like these are the actions. I've just like created this system for myself. Again, it's very, you know, personalized to each and every one of you. So make sure you're creating a system that works for you. This really works for me. Now I will actually be working on a few of the planning related stuff that I did not do as of now. I will be doing it right now. So there's a financial plan that I need to create for myself, and there's a meal plan that I need to create for myself, and I will also show you all a few of the planners and, you know, diaries that I'm planning to use in the coming year. But as of now, firstly, let me create all these plans that I've been, you know, talking about, and then I'll show you guys all of that when it's done in a bit. Made full progress. I'm so proud of myself. So we have our finance plan first, which is pretty basic. It just includes, you know, first things first, what are the things, what are the bills that I have to pay every month. So that's there. Then there are like basic expenses that I'm doing. I hope I'm able to track it. If not, then I'll just try to keep up. And lastly, there's like a section for income. It's actually really basic, which is exactly how I wanted it to be, because I didn't want it to be too overwhelming for me. And then in the health section, I have this like meal planner which I literally downloaded from Notion, and then I customized it. You can literally download so many templates which are there for free in Notion in the template section. So this one I really liked, and it just says meal planner. So yeah, first things first, there's like a weekly meal prep. So there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the days, and then below you can literally like write down what exactly you want to have for lunch, breakfast, dinner. It's so organized. And then there's like a grocery list which is there. It also came with this like recipe section. There are quite a few recipes which I can try. There were like a few non-vegetarian ones which I deleted, but these ones I actually really look forward to trying, and it's so easy. I might add a few of my own as well, but it's great, right? Because you all also keep asking for recipes. It's easier if I have them stored in one place, so it'll be easier for me to make them, and it'll be easier for me to share it with you all. So that's also done now. And the last thing which I did was that I made this whole like checklist for a new month. I actually saw it on someone's YouTube channel, I don't remember, but there are quite a few things which I've written down, like manicure, pedicure, my laser appointment, which I keep forgetting. So I have it here, so I'll remember it. Then there's like facial, which I really want to get. I really want to get into, you know, good facial, good massages. They're really good for me. They just make me feel so good. All of the things which I actually really enjoy and which I keep forgetting. So it's easier again if there's like a checklist like this in the first page itself. And I've also updated my calendar, which is, you know, there in my life planner section. And lastly, we have a few new supplies like I promised you all. So these are really important again, just to stay a little more organized and just to make sure all things are in place. So we are starting with a to-do list which I've already been using. There are so many pages which are left, and I really like this. It's from this brand called No Tea, and I've been using it since last year, and I don't mind continuing with this one. Then we have like a new 2025 planner. Now I plan most of my things digitally, you all saw that, and I don't know if I will be using this planner or not. Like, it's really nicely done, but I don't know again if I want to stick to like a physical planner or not. But just in case I change my mind, I have this. Then we have a new journal. this one also is so cute. It's just like a basic journal with like ruled pages, like a few quotes, date and time. Again, super basic. It says work in progress and it's pink again. Now for my manifestation, I keep telling you all, keep like a different journal for yourself, then keep like a different manifestation journal for yourself, because manifestation is all about, you know, your vibrations, your frequencies. And I feel like when we are journaling, there are so many thoughts that are not negative, but these are just feelings that you dump, right? And you don't want to mix that with your manifestation feelings and thoughts, which are all about positivity. So this is the one I used last year and I'll be continuing with this one only. I really like it. It comes with a lock, so no one gets to see what I write in this. And then I got this like monthly planner from Bangkok when I went there this year. So it has like this calendar kind of a thing, and there are other ruled pages as well. So again, I don't know if I'll be using this for my content planning or that one. Sometimes you want to have like a fair balance of, you know, digital planning and physical planning, so I think this will help me with that. Now you all can clearly see that I have too many of these journals and planners. So again, there is a giveaway, and those who stayed till here only get to participate in it, because I have not really talked about the giveaway in the beginning, but there's a giveaway now that the video comes to an end. I am so excited because I get it, all these planners, all these, you know, like diaries, they're so helpful and I really want you all to have it. So I am putting like a few rules on the screen. You all just have to follow that, and I'll randomly pick like a few of the winners. You all gotta trust me, I'll create like a cute hamper for you guys. I've not created it yet, so I'm not putting up an image, but yeah, I'm super excited for you all to participate, and I'm super excited for you all to make 2025 your year. I am so sure that it's gonna be exactly how you want it to be. Just have faith, have patience, work hard, and make sure whatever I said throughout the video, you're following that in your own vibe, in your own manner, and you'll be good to go. And that's it for this video. Happy 2025 to you guys. Happy New Year to you guys. I'm so excited for what this year has for all of us. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful and filled with such beautiful experiences, beautiful memories. And yeah, enough of yapping. I'm out of breath now. I need to drink water, but that's it. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.